Have you ever wondered what drives us? What motivates us? The things that inspire us to do more and excel more? We at LPU Batangas are driven by passion, dedication, challenges, and opportunities. Every day, we take new steps to a continuous journey to improve and grow, raising the bar of quality and excellence in education beyond borders. Welcome to Lyceum of the Philippines, University Batangas.
Hi, good day everyone. I'm Teacher Jaywell. Welcome to the Global English Competitiveness Program. This is a project of the Commission on Higher Education in partnership with these outstanding and prestigious universities and learning institutions here in the Philippines. To start off, let me introduce our virtual friend and learning assistant, Laika.
Hi, Teacher Jaywell. Our module for today is about literary world masterpieces. In the lessons designed in this module, you will be introduced to some of the famous literary works. At the same time, be encouraged to fully comprehend the message of those literary pieces as you express yourself and narrate your experiences formally. Also, in this module, you will get to identify again formal and informal registers, as well as collocations. You will also understand what critiques say on a featured literary work, particularly how modals and narrative tenses were used. To kick off, there are many reasons why people love reading novels. Some people enjoy the escape that novels provide, others forget about their problems and enter into the world of the story, experience the characters' emotions, travel to new places, and learn about different cultures. Other people find it intellectually stimulating. This module focuses on understanding a wide range of demanding, longer texts and recognizing implicit meaning. Each lesson provides starters and informs of graphics and/or videos with interesting activities to hold readers' attention. Let's get started, Teacher Jaywell. This pretest will check how much novels have our learners read. Recall how many good times you have spent reading classics and got lost with them. Quickly write your wise guess as you answer all the 10 questions. But don't worry, I will answer the first 5 and the rest is for you to accomplish. 1. What is the main theme of the novel, To Kill a Mockingbird? The answer is letter A. The importance of courage and compassion. 2. In the novel 100 Years of Solitude, what is the significance of the banana plantation? Correct answer is A. It represents the exploitation of the Colombian people by foreign corporations. 3. What is the main message of the novel 1984? The main message of 1984 is letter A. The dangers of totalitarianism and government surveillance. 4. In the novel, The Catcher in the Rye, what is Holden Caulfield's biggest fear? Correct answer is C. Being alone and isolated. 5. In the novel, The Great Gatsby, what is the significance of the green light at the end of Daisy Buchanan's dock? Correct answer is letter C. It is a metaphor for Gatsby's hope and desire. Okay, great. Our lesson 1 is all about a famous literary piece written by Albert Camus entitled The Plague. Before we start, here are the objectives of this lesson. 1. Distinguish formal from informal expressions. 2. Use discourse markers correctly. 3. Apply techniques on synthesizing and glossing information, and 4. Write email expressing feelings precisely. To dig deeper, the level of formality or informality in a piece of writing like The Plague or in Spanish La Peste is known as its register. This is important to reach the needs of the audience as to purpose and subject. Choosing the more formal alternative when selecting a verb, noun, or other part of speech is a distinctive feature of academic writing style. For your reference, click the link to read the article about The Plague. In the previous module and lessons, we talked about formal and informal registers, where formal English is used in articles to convey information in a clear, concise, and objective manner. It is characterized by the use of standard English grammar and vocabulary, while informal registers are used in articles to create a more conversational and personal tone. They use contractions, slang, colloquialisms, and first-person pronouns. Are you ready again for an activity on formal and informal register? It is easy, you just have to identify each of the italicized word in the sentences given and write your answer in the table or box, as to formal, symbolized by an envelope, and informal represented by a bubble thought. You're doing great. Here is the answer. Teacher J. Well, the next activity is to answer the question, what is the focus in B2 English grammar? What do you think? To answer this, grammar for B2 includes the ability to move sentence elements around to give focus. If you are going to take a look again at sentences given in Activity 2 numbers 3 to 5, B2 discourse markers can organize sequence and show non-coordination with a range of phrases. Notice that, yes, all 3 sentences are simple statements using markers to expand connections of ideas. And speaking of discourse markers, let us try to understand those markers further. Markers or signposts are vital to understand whether thoughts subordinate or coordinate in a discourse. First, transitional expressions, or linkers, referred to as logical markers, manage the flow and structure of discourse. Interpersonal markers are used to indicate the relationship between the speaker and the listener. These are the examples: perception, look, believe me, agreement, exactly, or disagreement, I'm not sure, certainly, amazement, wow. Referential markers, usually conjunctions, are used to indicate the sequence, causality, and coordination between statements. Examples are sequence, now, then, moreover, insofar as, causality, because, consequently, coordination, and, or non-coordination, but, however. Structural markers indicate the hierarchy of conversational actions at the time in which they are spoken. These markers indicate which statements the speaker believes to be most or least important. Like, first of all, nevertheless, whereas, introduction, so, hence, summarization, in the end, on top of that, therefore. Cognitive markers reveal the speaker's thought process, like in processing information, mind you, realization, oh. Rephrasing, I mean. Now, to test your understanding on discourse markers, here is an activity for you to try out. 1. The novel presents a picture of life in Oren blank, the author's distinctive absurdist point of view. The answer is A. As seen through. 2. Albert Camus was a French philosopher, journalist, and dramatist, blank. He became the best-selling author of the plague during the worldwide coronavirus pandemic in 2020. The answer is C. Moreover. 3. It was Rose who treated the first victim of plague blank, first used the word plague to describe the disease. The answer is B, and the rest is for you to answer. For your grammar activity, read this memo reminding about the safety of its employees during the pandemic. Looking back at the memo, and from our discussion today, is it formal or informal writing? Do you notice contractions? How does it help the purpose of the writer? These are the other questions you need to answer. You may need to research on the other questions for additional learning. Now, to check on your understanding of the lessons discussed, here are some activities for you to try out. Now, Teacher J. Well, students, as always, we have learned a lot today. Back to you.
I hope you had fun learning. Until next time, I am Teacher J. Will. Learn differently, live differently.